Yo, what's up guys? Atlas here with...
PhoenixEye.
Yeah, so this is kind of a face reveal for guys that haven't been on the channel in a while. Or that are new to the channel. But I've done face videos before, I just made a decision to not do it for a while. Anyways, today we're recording a bunch of top 5s. This might be the first one, or depending on when I upload stuff and order stuff, this might actually be like the 5th top 5. I don't know. Anyways, today we're doing a top 5 on our favorite characters. We both have separate lists, we'll take turns listing on number 5, then on number 4, and then we'll do a bit of discussion like why that character. So ironically enough, my number 5 is Jack Atlas.
Fair enough.
Some people might expect him to be placed a little bit higher, but he's like a great character, but not one of my favorites, if that makes sense. I can appreciate what I did with him. He started out as a great antagonist against Yusei. Then you get more into his background, he's actually a very wholesome dude, and he's not that bad of a guy actually.
Yeah, so he has kind of like the Kaiba story arc, except he actually becomes a bit more of a nice guy.
Yeah. And he's quite funny too at certain moments. And he also was really great in Arc 5.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, good, keep it that way. Just kidding. Arc 5 is fine, it's fun, just go in knowing it's bad.
It sounds like a good shitpost. I might actually watch it at some point.
Fair enough. Anyways, what's your number 5?
I put in Gecko from... that's the guy...
Wait, the Claudian guy.
Yeah, the Claudian guy. That first place Claudian and later even the fucking Exodia thing.
Exodia Necros, right?
Yeah, could be, I don't really remember, but he was a fun character, like, in the dub he was kind of fourth wall breaking in the way that he like, shit on people. And also he has one of my favorite moments in all of GX where two guys essentially, like, they act like they're going to duel, but then they take off their shirts and actually start to brawl. It's like the only fist fight in actual Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, against Viper, the guy was called Viper, yeah. I know that. I mean, I could kind of appreciate him. He definitely is like top 10 character for me or anything. But yeah, he's surprising choice. But
yeah,
he's
but
good.
he also kind of like dropped hard in the rankings for me because he like gets boring very fast after like his big arc essentially.
You watched it dubbed, right?
Yeah, I watched it dubbed.
I believe some of his character got slaughtered in the dub.
Might be, but
I think he's a bit of a better character in the sub, so maybe you want to rewatch that arc in sub if you can.
Might be, but
yeah,
just for like the first few episodes that he's in, he's like great. That's why I put him at number 5.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, he's an interesting choice. You're the first person I ever heard say anything positive about him, or remembering him in the first place. So my number 4 is 4. It just sounds like a bad joke. Quattro from Zexel, the
Gimmick puppet guy.
Yeah, the gimmick puppet guy, the fan service guy.
Right.
I really liked him. I think he was a great villain when you got more of his backstory. He was actually his entire character made more sense too. I have yet to watch Zexel too. I know he's in there, so my opinion of him might increase or decrease depending on how the rest of Zexel goes. But I doubt they'll just butcher his character out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was an entertaining villain. I think he did this.
Yeah. I personally was the giant fan of him, but I definitely see where you're coming from. It was kind of like... To me, there wasn't a whole lot going on with him, and he was kind of like a villain on the side. Like...
Fair.
Part of a larger group of villains.
Yeah, it's a shame he didn't get more spotlight in my opinion.
Yeah,
he reminds me of Kiryu in a lot of ways.
Fair enough, yeah. I mean, they could have definitely done a lot of cool things with him, and I also just... The whole gimmick puppet things is a fun deck to use, like in the anime, because it's just like that uncanny the deck.
Yeah, it's also a really funny deck to use. I even used it in the Archetype tournament you're also part of.
Yeah.
But this lad used pajamas. Anyways, what's your number 4?
My number 4 was Joey Wheeler. Because,
yeah, fair.
You know, it is like... In some ways, I kind of like relate to this man as like the initial underdog of Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, I'm still not that great at the game, but...
You're okay. Definitely for... Consider how long you're playing. You're playing for like... shit, almost a year now at this point.
Yeah, at this point, but that's mostly because I just know how to Six Samurai. And it's like, also the reason why I relate to him is because he also used warrior themed decks for a large part. It's just kind of like a relatable guy to me, and I just think he's funny.
Fair enough, yeah, he's a great character. I didn't really list any dual monster characters in my list.
Fair enough.
Spoilers. Because I just didn't watch Duel Monsters. I mean, this might surprise you.
No, I also didn't, but there's still a lot of characters from that you just see everywhere in games and coming back in other anime, so it's like...
Yeah. But Joey Wheeler's probably one of my favorites from the original so far. Like, I like him, I like Kaiba. Kaiba's just a likable asshole, and Bakura also looks interesting to me, but I just didn't watch enough to really make a judgment on that.
Bakura's a bit of a bitch, but...
Yeah, but villains, you know, so... It can be a positive thing, depends. Anyways, my number 3 now.
Yeah, sure.
My number 3 is Kiryu Kyosuke, Galen Kessler, for those that watch the dub.
Yeah.
The handless guy from 5 years.
The Infernity Man himself.
The Infernity Man. The biggest shame is that he didn't really get much of a spotlight. Imagine a scenario where instead of Crow joining the squad, Galen, after the World Dark Side of Fiesta, joins the main squad. It would have been so good.
Cooler, yeah.
But he has quite interesting character arc. I just really liked him as a villain. He was definitely one of the most evil characters.
Yeah.
One of the most competent villains in Yu-Gi-Oh! In general, honestly.
Yeah. He was. He actually beats the main character at some point.
But his motorcycle crash didn't count.
I still believe it was the spirit of Yusei's motorcycle saving him.
Probably. I mean, just imagine he actually lost there. Okay, the anime is over.
No, Kiryu's just the main character. No, one really cool thing about him as well is that like his deck like really reflects him as a person. Also, as his character evolves, his deck kind of evolves
definitely.
with him.
Biggest shame is that we never got his first deck when he still was part of Team Satisfaction. Because it looked really interesting. It looked like an Archfiend beatdown deck, which is something that's interesting.
We didn't really see too much of it anyway.
We saw some Archfiend cards, which require you to play a decent amount of Archfiend cards for those cards to work.
Fair.
And some other Fiend type cards, but yeah, we didn't see enough. But I liked him a lot as a character, which definitely was obvious if you watched my channel. I mean, what's your number 3?
On number 3, I put Atlas, Jack Atlas.
You put him a bit higher than me.
I put him a bit higher. That's because I just really like the big bombastic characters. It's just kind of fair. This is like a big part of just doing whatever the fuck you want, and if someone doesn't agree, you just beat them down. You know, that's like, and just the general style of play. I do have a soft spot for like just big beatdown decks. It's
pick the deck up.
I can definitely look into it at some point.
It's cheap. It's fun.
I could try it. And this is just the thing about beatdowns. Like, they don't really fit in today's meta anymore because, like, it's more or less OTK strategies, but just going second doesn't work if your opponent has 10 negates. So.
There are ways to deal with it, but in general, you have a point.
But yeah, I just really think he's a cool and bombastic character.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, it was my number 5, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you're number 5.
Fun fact: my number 5 initially was Kite from.
Oh, fair. Yeah, he's also cool. Yeah.
But I was like, I gotta give Jack Atlas a spot. Just a random fun fact. I mean, I can't not give Jack Atlas a spot. I mean, that would be a bit Atlas. You're not giving Jack Atlas a spot.
But I don't like the character.
Well, to be fair, I called my channel Atlas Yu-Gi-Oh! Because it wasn't taken yet, and it seemed like kind of a well-known and easy to remember names. Was like
fair. Yeah, it's definitely iconic.
So my number 2, Kali Nagisa, aka Kali Carmine.
Right. Yeah.
Yes, I'm a waifu fag, sue me. But I really enjoyed her as a character. She pulled the villain role off really well.
Yeah, pretty decent.
And she was also a funny sidekick side character. She managed the role well. But that was awesome. So, I mean, yeah. Yeah,
the only downside I have is like, after she has a bit of her like whole romance arc with Jack, she just kind of completely falls out of the picture. Like all of that happens just kind of gets ignored.
5Ds lol.
Yeah, but I mean, I also like my wife. Just think that I also like my waifus. Just don't think that Yu-Gi-Oh has a whole lot of good waifus in general. It's just
I mean, GX has one vampire.
True, but she's kind of irrelevant.
Yeah, no, I mean, the nice female characters Yu-Gi-Oh usually are irrelevant. That's the problem with Yu-Gi-Oh.
That's kind of the problem.
And then you have the annoying sidekicks like Kotori that are just like, make the suffering end. Anyways, what's your number 2?
My number 2, I put Kaiba because he's just Jack Atlas, but even more bombastic and cooler. That's
fair.
And rich.
I mean, you make a point.
He is like just the embodiment of like, if I have enough money to do whatever the fuck I want, and if I don't have if my money can't buy something, I'll just do it by force.
Like, imagine being so salty. You create an academy.
Yeah.
You make 3 dorms, and the lowest ranking one is the ace of your rival.
and your ace is the highest one. Yeah, that's such a bullshit move.
Fucking Kaiba. Oh, what a dude. Okay, fair. So, number 1, I'm pretty sure you have the same one. Chess Princeton.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's,
I mean, even before recording this video, I'm like, we're gonna have Chess on the number 1. I mean, Chess got robbed. He should have been the main character of GX.
Yeah. He's just so, especially in the dub, he's just so fucking good.
I mean, in the sub as well.
He carries the entire fucking show.
In the sub as well, I mean, seriously, that didn't change in the sub at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love the dub as well for Chess. Chess it up!
Yeah, exactly. Especially the whole dynamic in which he like initially like wants to play big beatdown-ish decks and then he just mixes in Ojamas for no... I mean, it synergizes not at all, but...
Now they made support that literally makes him synergize anyway.
Forced synergy.
No, but have you actually seen the new Armed Dragon, the boss monster?
Yeah, the new line that is like the... the whole first 3 effects that you're gonna get anyway unless someone puts their attack to 0.
Yeah. No, but just making it a direct reference to the Japanese version of Chess It Up.
I mean, is there any... Yeah, there are a few, but there are very few, like, legal cards that are this hard of a reference to the anime, I feel. You have the whole
not that many.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Friendship and stuff, but...
You have a few cards. Usually there are, like, gimmicky spells, like you have a couple traps and spells, like Cosmic Flare, for example, or something, you know. But yeah, no, that number 1 wasn't surprising at all. I mean, yeah, he's a great character, he... somewhat relatable, great character arcs, like, he was a great antagonist in the first part, and you had this whole North Academy arc, which made a lot of sense.
Very cool. He actually got to shine and be badass before, you know, he had to lose to main character again.
But I think almost everyone who watched GX likes Chess, to be honest. I mean, who honestly hates Chess?
I honestly don't know anyone.
If you hate Chess, comment so I can block you from the chat.
Just
kidding.
We'll write an algorithm that will ban anything that has both, any comment has both hate and Chess in the same comment.
Yeah, but hey guys, there's not enough characters I hate. By the way, I really like Chess. Oh yeah, delete it.
No exceptions.
Well, at least the Nibiru ban still works.
If you hate Chess, make sure to comment Nibiru in the chat.
Yeah. Include Nibiru somewhere in your comments. That makes sure I don't read it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Shout out to PhoenixEye once again. Check his stuff out. I'm not sure if I'm linking his channel in the description. I'll probably forget. Not gonna lie.
Well, I mean, I won't be that hard to find, I think. But
yeah, just look him up. PhoenixEye. He makes a lot of mostly 600 related content.
Yeah,
he's on a bit of a hiatus right now.
Yeah, I'm kind of busy with school, but I'll probably be picking it up relatively soon again.
Fair. So yeah, if that sounds cool, check him out. And with that said, Atlas signing out.
You.
Peace.